I remember you.
Great. Okay, so I think we are live. I will just explain quickly how the platform works, and then we can start with the questions. Here, Talk and Talk is a platform where we can practice languages as Spanish, French, Italian, and English. I'm here just to guide the conversation. I'm not English teacher, and that's it. So I will send the question. Today we are going to talk about the use of social media for children. Okay. I sent the questions, and as Jefferson knows, normally we do a quick presentation just to practice and know more about each other. So I'm Fernanda. I live here in São Paulo. In my free time, I like to watch TV shows, have a time with my family, and I normally guide the French conversations here at Talk and Talk. And I think that's it. And what about you, Jefferson?
Okay, good morning, Fernanda. Good morning, folks. I'm Jefferson. I live in Goiânia, Goiás. I'm economist, professor of Catholic University of Goiás. I'm talking I don't know how long, but maybe 3 years, and it's very interesting, this platform. And I like to play soccer, to play canastra, to read a lot, and to talk. As a profession, sometimes I talk too much.
Oh, great, Jeff. So I'll go for the questions. I think probably we will answer all because it's just us. But one more person is gone. So okay, I'll go for the first question here. What are some reasons why children like to use social media? I think it's because it's funny for them. Also, there are a lot of interactions in this use, so I think it's because of it. I don't know a lot about it. Romeo, good morning. Are you listening? Everything okay?
Yeah, good morning. I'm okay.
Morning.
Sorry for
Oh,
the
great.
delay.
Okay. You are in the 10 minutes
Okay.
we have here. I sent the questions again, okay? We are answered the second question. Jefferson, what do you think about this question?
I think we have so many reasons, about this. And we can offer a lot of reasons. I think the first reason is socialization. The guys love to talk with the other guys, and I think it is so good. Connection. I think not just children, but everybody's connection with other persons, talk a lot, see the social media, what kind of thing. It's very interesting. I don't know, I don't have kids, but maybe using for TikTok or something like this, maybe. So the children can interact with peers. I think they used to share experience about, for example, here where I live in the condo, I see the guys talking about soccer or something like this. Oh, did you see the soccer? Let's go play soccer, or about the party, and so on. What else? Maybe it's to entertainment. You can see by social media the kids or the children love to play games, maybe they can change. What do you think about this kind of games and so on? I think entertainments disengage them a lot, I think. And that's it.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's like something fun, like interact with friends in the social media. I agree. And Romeo, what do you think about this question?
It's a hard question for explain, but I think the children, I think, how can I say? Oh my gosh. Acho que find enjoy it, or how can I say, for show for others, show yourself for others, and I think he try to follow others, and I think the social media bring these things for person that follow, that pay attention, but I don't know say the specific reason, but I think for me it is, I think that's it.
Oh, great. So Romeo, could you read the next question and answer?
Sure. Question number 3. What benefits can social media offer to children? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I think nothing. Be honest, I think nothing. But I think the humans, the nowadays humans, like so much to fall into to view, um, day by day, or how can I say, every single day social medias. I think the social medias bring so much information for many people. How can be better information, or how can I say, bring new things, or new fashions, new how can I say, yeah, I think new things for others, for how can I say, for entertainment, for, oh my gosh, yeah, for entertainment, any other things too similar, you know but benefit specific, i I don't know. I think there's no benefits in there, but I think it is impossible, almost impossible to use that, because many things is so linked for social medias, because how can I say, I think the people, I think there's a necessity for how can I say, for share your life, for share your, how can I say, your abilities, or other things. It's hard to explain, but be honest, I think you don't have any benefits. Yeah, I think it is. How about you, Jefferson?
But it depends the way you can use this social media. I think it's so good. No problem. I think the fathers must to control about this. For me, it's very interesting. I see guys here where I live with 5 years with the foster your communication skills. Sometimes I ask something for the guys. I use this a lot, and he answered me, and sometimes surprised me. The communication skills answer about a lot of things. For example, I love to soccer games, and I ask the guys, "What do you think about the game from Goiás and Vila Nova?" He answered so fast for me. It's okay, and he used to talk about some players, some. for me, it's very, very interesting. I think you can use social media to educational research. If you can use the best way, you can see by, for example, YouTube offering a lot of information, a lot of tutorial, a lot of collaborative opportunities, and so on. So, as I said, depending the way you can use social media. And what else? You can enhance your cultural awareness about the world because you have a lot of information. So this can expose children to diverse perspective and experience about a lot of things around the globe or the world. And for me, it's very interesting. But again, I think you must to control for good and not for bad.
Yeah, I think even for us as an adults, we need to not use all the time the social media. And I agree with Jefferson. I think if it's possible, use for education part, you can learn a lot on YouTube, for example. As Jefferson mentioned, I think it's possible to learn a lot of things. And that's it. I think these are one of the benefits. Okay. I will go for the next, guys. What risks might children face when using social media? In my opinion, a risk is that it's possible to find people with not good intentions. So the children need to be careful of what websites and people that talk. And I think this is one of the risk. I thought just about this one. And what about you, Jefferson?
Yes, I think children are exposed to certain risks and be, as I said, you must to take care because digital world is not so easy to control. And this can include cyberbullying. Bullying. We have a lot of bullying. We have a lot of cases about bullying, and was to pay attention about this. If you are not beautiful, sometimes blacky, and so on, a lot of discrimination. You are tall or not tall, it's short, and so on. And about the hairs and so on. I sometimes I used to see some cases about this. Bullying, it's terrible today. So I think but to take care about this. And you, Fernanda, told about the inappropriate content. You must to take about this, take care, because sometimes you can have content it's not appropriate to a guy with 5, 6, or 7 or 8 years. So I think it's not appropriated. And to take care about online predators. You have a lot of cases about this, sometimes with deep web and so on. And it's terrible. And just to finish, you must to control the excessive use of social media because this can detrimentally impact. I saw not children's but adults too. Mental health terrible today. You have no patient to concentrate it about a lot of things. And if you have impact about mental health, you can have big problems, like for example, anxiety, depression, low self-esteem, and so on. This for me is terrible. We can see this not on children but as adults. As a profession, I'm very worried about this. And you, Romeo Batista.
Oh, you're not listening, Romeo.
Sorry.
No, yeah, no problem.
I agree with you guys. I think the children, how can I say, are vulnerable when you show your face, you know, and how can I say, bad persons, try to, how can I say, um, try to not improve, but I think not helping and try to how can I say abuse. I don't know say this in English. Try to make abuse, and I I saw last night in the Facebook many how can I say profiles, many profiles that have many childrens, and the childrens how can I say show your body, like common or regular thing. But I think it's not normal, to show about this, to how can I say to expose your body, but I think is the increasing thing in the social media, you know. But I think it's a big risk for children, yeah, for children's how can I say that that appear the same way, the same things in the social medias, because there's many bad persons, or how can I say, you said before, um, bad intentions, in social media. Yeah, I think it is. It's hard to explain, but I think there's many risks, especially how can I say, I don't know say in English, abuse, especially abuse. Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah, Jeff sent here abuse, right? Yes, I agree. Like, that it's necessary to be careful about this use. Uh, that's it. So I will go for one more. Jefferson, could you read the next question and answer?
Of course, my friend. How can parents monitor their children's social media using without invading their privacy? That's a very good question. I think $1 million to answer this question, but let me try. I think the first thing, you monitor their children's social media with respect. I think you must to respect the privacy of the children. That's the point. And how can you do this? You must to open with open communication. You very open. Let's suppose a father or a mother talk with the kid or the kids about this open communication. You better. So in this case, how can what's the best way, the best behavior? To establish clear guidelines. You must do this, that, it's correct, it's okay. The hour, now it's time for you to, you can use now you must to study. Now you must to play soccer or anything else. I think it's very important for the children. So these guidelines, it's very important. And what else? I think must be take care and to talk to with the children, as Robel said, about the safety, about the privacy, and and just to finish, about the responsibility. As I said, you must to take care, even with children. One guy and the other about cyberbullying, for example. You must to open this kind of communication. You must to say, come on, guy, take care about this, take care about this content, take care of what you talk about your friends, and so on. And you, fair. Did you like fair?
Fair, yes, yes.
Fair.
And I agree with you, Jefferson. I think it's necessary to be clear with the children, like the fathers also put some limits about the use, like, oh, you use like, I don't know, 1 hour per day or more. And there's a correct time for sleep or to do the homework. So it's necessary this limit. Also, I think a possibility is like talking about the risks that the social media has, so that the children take careful of what is on what is using the social media. I think like this, not like put a application to see what the children is watching, because it would invade the privacy, I think. So in my opinion, it's possible to do that. And Romeo, what's your opinion about it?
Yeah, I think I have the same point of view about you. I think the parents should be input input limits for use. Don't let use a lot or every time. But I think it is for some children is impossible, because some children that's parents have a good condition, how can I say, give their a cell phone for use all the time, especially in internet, and a lot of all the time there's a view social medias and share many, how can I say, profiles and others. I think it is important to establish limits for use, for, how can I say, for try to teach responsibility for use the internet, and try to understand for children the risks in there. Yeah, I think it is important. I think that's it.
Okay, great. I think you gave good suggestions. I agree. So I will go for the next one here. So at what age do you think children should be allowed to use social media, and why? As the other question, I think this one is a little bit complicated, because some people will say, it's not, it's better when it's older, like I don't know, like 18 or something like that. But I think, in my opinion, with 13 years, it would be a good age, because it's not too young, or like a children with, I don't know, 6 years. So I think in this age, it's the children can already understand a little bit better how it works. And that's it. I don't know a lot about it. And what about you, Jefferson?
I think the question is not the age. You can see a guy with 5, 10, or 15 or 20 years. with a lot of problem about social media. I think that's the point. It's very important you see the guy have maturity level about how to use the social media. No matter the age, no matter the age. We can see a guy with 10 years, 15, as I said. So maturity level, I think it's very important. And to know how to lead, how to tackle about the digital, how to work with this. I think it's very important. Sometimes it's not so easy, as we saw by the last question about control. We must have control about all of this. And what else? About children, as I said, parental guidance. You have to have guidance to children about this. This is so good, it's not so good, but to take care about this and so on. So I think there is no age. And you, Romeo.
It is a hard question to explain, but in my opinion, I think how can I say? Firstly, at least 15 years old, I think it is a good good age for use, you know. But my opinion, I think don't attend the social medias. How can I say desires? But I I I will, how can I say, I will so worry about to see many children, how can I say, many children's for, how can I say, many less, not less, how can I say, very younger, yeah, very younger to use social medias, you know. I think it's not good for, how can I say, for your growth, because social media, when you find a problem, I think the problem um, continues continues your follow, you know. I know about the case the the, the children try to, how can I say, to kill you, to kill myself, to kill yourself, you know, because the bullying and others that's have many problems about arguing, about discording for many things, you know, especially politics, because children's nowadays, how can I say, is so influenced for politics, for others reasons, sport too, and the others. I think younger children don't have, how can I say, the a maturity for understand, for try to solve this. You know, it's really complicated, and since no, since even for adults, imagine for children, you know, it is complicated, but uh, it's so increasing. Uh, children very young use the social media, you know. Parents that open social media for your sons that have, how can I say, 2 years, 4 years, you know, that's so much. I stay very worried about this, but I think it does not have, how can I say, a lawyers or yeah, a lawyers, not a lawyers, but a law for treat these, protect these things, you know, for input the obligations for necessary to or the age, the minimum age for use the social media. Yeah, I think it is. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, so you think it should have a law that determines the
Place. So
age, is that?
yeah.
Okay, understood. Great. But I think it's complicated, as Jefferson mentioned, because there are people that are adults and like a child, so it's really complicated. Find a age, I don't know about it. It's really difficult, I would say. Okay, so I go for one more here. Romeo, could you read the next question and answer? Is the is a 7.
Number 7. Let me see. Do you think schools should teach students about responsible social media use? Why or why not? Oh my gosh. Um, how can I say this in English? Um, yeah, I think it is a good idea for try to use it with responsibility, you know, and try to avoid the children's, how can I say, jeopardizing your innocence, for use the social media. I think it is important, but I think there's no goal for the school. I think the school try to teach other things that more important, you know. But imagining one day, I think, okay, I can say the nearly future nearly can include this, in school for teaching children for use the way, um, the correct way. I think the try to understand what is the problems in the social medias. I think it is a good idea. I think, but it's necessary. I think. How can I say, my gosh? Necessary, try or include new laws in the regulation for including this in at school. You know, it is a good idea, but it's not easy to input. For at school. Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah, I
How
think
about
it's
you,
like
Jefferson?
it's like complicated to have new laws and all this stuff to obligate the schools to have this kind of subject there. Okay, so go on, Jefferson. Sorry.
I think that's the point. Yes, the answer for me is yes. I think schools have important to tackle to lead with this kind of knowledge about social media. I think it's essential. It's essential. The responsible only not about the families and the kids, but about the school. It's very interesting proposed proponent integrated all of this school talk openly, as I said, openly about the how to navigate it, the digital world, and to present to the kids about critical evaluation, about information. You must take care about this and that to explain a lot, and to educate it too about to be respected, online conduct to be respected about this, must take care about this, to be ethical. I think ethical it's very important today. And just to finish, I think the schools have have an important role about empathy. So you can then teach about this. You must be empathy. Imagine you in a situation, the other side, imagine about this, imagine about that, you must take care about this, about that, and so on.
Yeah, I agree. My answer also would say, I would say yes about it, because the school has a place, a role, important in the life of students, and is a place that it's possible to give more informations about it, because sometimes the parents don't want to talk about the subject, or just think, my child will know what is right or wrong. So sometimes it's a complicated subject for the parents, talking about the risk of the social media. So if this is talked in the school, it would be a good idea, in my opinion. Yeah, right. That's it. Okay, I will go for one more here, and the question number 8. So how can social media affect a child's social skills? About this one, I think social media maybe can improve the social skills, like the person can the children, or the person can have contact with other people and send messages, and but it's necessary to understand that it is important doing that in the in-person relations, like when the children are with other children's, also understand that it's important to play, not just stay in the cell phone. So it can improve the social skills, but is necessary also understand that it's a right time about using the social media, not all the time, not let I forgot the word, sorry, not just stay in the social media. It's important this time to play with other children, have contact in real situations also. Yeah, that's it. And Jefferson, what about you? What do you think about this question?
Yeah, I really agree with you. We must to think about this. Social media can facilitate the communication with the guys. Sometimes the guys, you can see it's very shy, and he can communicate it a lot. He can construct networking. I think it's very important. I'm very worried the guys only feel sad, just can see the other guys and so on, only at home, or maybe this is a network. I think it's very important. But as you said, you must to take care about excessive screen time. That's terrible for me. It's terrible because you can spend most of it's so enjoyable. It's so good to spend a lot of time with social media, but this can impede it face-to-face communication. And I think face-to-face communication, it's very, very important. Very important. And sometimes you can embed it, this kind of thing. I think this is not so good. And what else? And you can balance to the technology that you use it. You can improve this a lot with, as I said, about interactions, empathy. You can interact, listen. You can interact with, learn new languages, learn a lot of things But again, you must mitigate the effects on social media development. You have social media for good and for bad. And the best way is to talk with your professor, to talk your family, to talk your friends, and so on. And you, Romeo?
It's a hard question, but I agree with you. I think the social media motivated children for improve your abilities for like skills for communicate for how can I say for the skills try to how can I say my gosh for for in group because I think in the social media teach many abilities for others, you know, and the some kids how can I say can be show not can be show precocious abilities, you know, and that don't have for spontaneous for spontaneous how can I say knowledge. I think yeah, it's hard to explain, but I think in the same time how can I say um less the spontaneous abilities. For example, my daughters watch so much social media, not social media, but I think channels in YouTube that teach how 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 can play the Barbie, you know, and how can place Barbie dolls. But I think in the same time I look for me I think the channel how can I say less the how can I say the children learning how can play alone all the your way, you know. But there's many channels that teach how can play games, how can what you know. Is I think is not good for improving your skills or spontaneous skills, you know, because you try to copy others. Probably, probably the children that teach in the channel, others, I think the adults teach you for teaching for others children in YouTube. You know, it's hard to explain, but it there's is so much there are so much channels that teach children for play for others for many toys. You know, the Barbie is just a example, you know. But hey, I think many childrens can be improve your abilities for learning others, teach you or abilities. How can I say? Yeah, like dance, like sing. But there's good channels that the children's all those children like how can I say solve many problems like in mathematics. Yeah, I don't know maths. Yeah, I like so much watch this change because the problem is very hard to solve. But I think the the children that teach is very smart, you know, because for days really it's really easy to solve many problems in maths, you know. But my daughter don't like just watch this channel, just channels that teach how can play Barbie dolls. Oh my gosh, yeah, I think that's it.
Okay, I understood. Like, sometimes it watch more the videos about the dolls than play with is the doll. All right. So, okay, guys, I think I will not do more questions as we have like 10 minutes to finish. I would like to know about you. How was the conversation today? I think as a topic I never talked here about I talked about use of social media in general, but never in the focus of children. I think it was really interesting talking about it. And I would like to know about Jefferson. How was for you the subject we were talking here?
I appreciate all kind of subject. Do better, do better about the subject for me. I think the most important thing you to talk, to express your opinion about this and that. You can see a lot of points of view. That's the way we interacted. As you said, I never talk about this subject here. We talk a lot about social media, but not specific for children. And for me, it's very interesting because we discuss a different kind of words. I have no, as I said, I have no kids now. I have only adults. I have two daughters, but I have a lot of friends that used to talk a lot about this. You know, all of them. It's very words about the future of these children, how to tackle, how to lead, about this kind of thing. So for me, it was amazing. I love it.
Yeah, because nowadays the children, it's like almost born with the cell phone. Uh, so it's really common nowadays the children use the social media and the internet for everybody. Okay, and Romeo, how's the conversation for you?
As for me, it's a really good conversation about this topic. It's hard to explain many things, but it's really important to talk about this because it is a reality. Nowadays is a reality, and the parents should be worried about this. Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's necessary be aware of the risks of using the social media, and also be careful about the time of that the children use the internet and the cell phone. That's it. I really enjoyed the topic in the conversation. And I will send here the survey. That is a link we have here for evaluation of the conversation. Also, you can send some ideas for other conversations, ideas of subjects. Okay. And I think that's all for today. Okay, guys. I would like to thank you, Jeff and Romeo, for being here. I really liked the conversation. It was great practicing a little bit of English with you. And I hope to see you again in other conversations here in the platform. Okay.
Okay. Bye bye. Take care.
Bye.
Bye bye.